Hey everyone, ahoy Liddy. So I have a few Americanka spivas on the way that I'm busy practicing, but until then I wanted to give you guys something new to watch. So I saw this tag going around YouTube called Assumptions About Me. So I thought, why don't we turn this into something that can benefit you guys and talk about your assumptions about America. So I went on Instagram and I said, send me your opinion of what you think living in America is like, and I'm going to be reading those and telling you whether they are true or whether they're false, at least based off of my experience. I feel like people have a tendency to think America is far one way or far the other, and it's somewhere in between, just like any other place. But a predominant amount of my audience is from the Czech Republic, now Czechia, or Slovakia, and I just want to give you guys the truth of what being here is like. There's good, there's bad everywhere. Anyway, without further ado, here are your guys' opinions about America. I'm going to be reading them off of my phone. If you see me looking down, that's why. Da 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 da. Where are your opinions? There they are. So the first one is very beautiful outdoors. Yes, it is very beautiful outdoors, but it depends what city you're in. There's some states in America that are stunning as soon as you leave your door. I happen to think that California is one of those places. Not everyone agrees with me, but there are states that are more boring or not as beautiful necessarily. Will I list those? No. But the states that I think are the most beautiful would definitely be California, Hawaii. Utah is very underrated and incredibly beautiful. Yeah, better than Europe. I get really frustrated when people tell me this because they say that they think America is better than Europe, and then my friends in America think that Europe is better than here. You know, the grass is always greener wherever you are. You always think that what you don't have is better, and I don't think that's a good way to view life because where you're at is probably incredibly beautiful. The only thing I can say to that is I think Europe has tradition and history, and America is modern and fast-paced and, you know, building new traditions, and I think that there's benefits to both of them. Dangerous in some places, but must be nice with all of the people from different countries. Yeah, I have to say, this is one of my favorite parts about living in LA and living in New York too, is you'll be walking down the street and you'll just hear 5 different languages as you're passing by, and I think it's incredible, like having a mix of so many cultures in one place. There's positives and negatives to this too. It can lead to a lot of tension, but I think on the positive side, you learn so much from the people that you're around. And, you know, I can say that I have friends from London, Australia, Czech, Slovakia, Italy, like France, like everywhere, because there's so many people in one area that you just get to meet so many different cultures and different kinds of people. And I feel like this is going to get real deep, but I feel like the most improvement that we're going to make in the world is when we all come together and see our similarities, and being in a place that has so many different kinds of people sharing their best aspects is honestly really incredible and something that I never take for granted. I could show you my friend group and everybody looks completely different from one another, and I think, yeah, I don't know, I could go on, but I love being around people with so many different perspectives. Hard but positive. I think that's true. I take it from a positive perspective. I do think that it's a hard lifestyle and very fast-paced, but you can accomplish whatever you want with enough hard work. I really believe. More or less the same. People are more energetic and fakely smiling. Yeah, I have to agree with that. I think people in the US are raised to think that being positive is better, and a lot of Americans that I know have a tendency to get uncomfortable with negativity, negative emotions, negative events. People have a tendency to distance themselves from you if you show any sign of a negative emotion, and I do think that that sucks. From the Europeans that I've met, I tend to see that people embrace both sides of life more. Even when, you know, you walk into a grocery store, the clerk at the counter will say, "Hi, how are you?" and smile and be really happy, and it's like, you're not actually that happy. I think we just want to come across as happier when that's not necessarily the truth. Life is good and bad, you know? Life in the US scares me, and I think it can be really hard, but I hope to visit the USA someday. The US scares me sometimes too, so we have that in common. And I think you should. I think everyone should visit countries outside of their own. I don't think America has all the answers at all. I don't think any country has all the answers, honestly. But I think Going to new places always teaches you new things and new perspectives, like I said before. The Simpsons. Though it is how you make it to be. I guess it is sweet with you. Complicated if you are ill and need to go to the doctor compared to the EU. I could make an entire video about this, but I have to 100% agree with you on that. I think our healthcare system is completely messed up. I don't know the solution, honestly. I do know that everyone deserves to have healthcare. I have to say, from a personal experience, I think America's healthcare system is very screwed up and is actually a reason I would recommend people not live here. Prison. Yeah, we have that. Some people deserve to be there. If you got university, you can do a lot of things and have money. Okay, if you go to university and you get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, it is not guaranteed you're gonna get a job. That's what's screwed up. Our university system is designed that you become like $100,000 in debt and then you have no way to pay it. Does this make sense? No. Do I think free education in Europe is better? Yes. Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of money without a degree. It just really depends what you do. I think it's something people not living there can't describe, but I think life there is much faster. And I think that's completely true. I think life here is very fast-paced. People comment on my videos saying I talk fast all the time. I think that is just because of the fast life. I think life is faster here because we have a culture that teaches you that working harder is better. So we always try and cram as much hard work into a small space as we can and fit the most in the least amount of time that we can, which has a tendency to make people here move at a really fast pace. And I think that's true. Isn't LA very expensive? Yeah. Yeah, LA is very expensive. New York is more expensive and San Francisco is the #1 most expensive city in America. LA's pretty expensive, but it's not as bad as it could be. A lot of Starbucks. I mean, yeah, there's a Starbucks on like every other block and it's kind of ridiculous how many there are here actually. Lots of McDonald's. I'm not even gonna disagree with you. I think it's the same as everywhere in the world. Hard, sometimes happy, sometimes sad. Yeah, I think so. There's ups and downs everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter what city you're in or wherever you go, life is still gonna catch up to you. And I think people think that moving to America is gonna give them this like fantasy life. And I think it can, but you could have a fantasy life right where you are right now. It just depends how much work you put into it. So it's up to you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and also comment down below, would you guys want to hear more about what being in an American university is like? I feel like one of the most misjudged aspects of American life is what our university system is like, and I have a lot to say on it. I'm working on a couple Amerykanka Spivas right now, and I'm super excited to get those out. So until next time, I hope you guys like this one, and I will see you next time. Bye!